Hello friends, welcome to the today's topic of global environmental issues part 2. In part 1 we have already discussed about the environmental problems related to the population due to the air pollution, and ultimately we concluded with the problems which are getting arose because of the global warming. We saw that how this effect of global warming can be converted as climate change, which could be really severe, and studies have shown it is going to impact more on the developing countries, particularly countries like India, which are largely dependent on agriculture. Today, we are going to discuss a few more important global challenges, and we will see how they are affecting the ambience around us. Next important challenge is the quality and availability of the groundwater. Now you can see in the plot there is a large water stress which has been observed, especially in the western part of the India, particularly north and western part of the India, though the scenario is same everywhere. Everywhere groundwater is declining. Again, this is very serious because weather patterns are changing because of the global warming and climate change. So maybe farmers are to be more dependent on the groundwater, and under the given situation where groundwater is also depleting, this matters more. This decline is as high as 54% is as per the World Resource Institute. Groundwater recharge has been declined because of a lot of reasons that we will discuss some other time. But if we are taking out groundwater with large intensity, whereas this deficit is not being filled in because with the help of groundwater recharge, then now we can understand this is gonna be even more serious issues. We have observed in the summertime many western uh, states like Maharashtra and all, people have to literally migrate from one place to another place because of the lack of the groundwater. This time even Gujarat also faces some water stress, though government somehow could manage. But this is every year. Every year there is going to be a water stress. So one needs to deal with that and understand its importance. When we are talking about the groundwater, then let us also talk about the water pollution. Now you can see in the slide is water quality around the world. Again, latitude somewhere around 30 to 40, 50 degrees, the water quality has shown a serious deterioration. Now again, let us focus to the Indian region. Now you can see that there is a large water stress, and because of this water stress, the water quality has gone bad because we are adding more impurities, and you have a small reservoir which will ultimately make concentration of these pollutants heavy. This would turn up to even serious issues such as deaths due to the poor water quality. This plot shows deaths attributable to water, sanitation, and hygiene in children aged under 5 years. The data is of 2004 from WHO. Now you can see that a lot of deaths are attributed to the regions where water quality and water stress is there. Again, we have to understand that it is not just the quality, it is the kids under 5 years who are actually not responsible. Are we willing to have such life where a newborn kid who is not even responsible for the thing pays for it? We need to build a better world around us. Again, one more major challenge around us is waste management. In Asian countries, the challenge is very serious. Few of the pictures in here, they show that we are very poor with the waste management. Though things are getting improved time by time. Recently, I read a news in Delhi that few people from the bike were moving around on a road which was nearby to one of such waste management landslide, and somehow this the waste fell on them and they died because of that. That will make you feel that this waste could be so big, so tall. People who are living around these areas where this waste is being dumped, they know it much better than the people who are producing. So India needs to stand very well so that it can manage its waste in a much efficient manner. Urbanization is the next major challenge because the population is gathering, is getting accumulated in a smaller regions, which increases stress on the natural resources in those particular areas. So we need to have some kind of mechanism where things can be decentralized and we can so that we can get rid of this kind of urbanization issues. You can see that if we are talking about the data from India from 1901 to 2001, there is a significant rise. Y-axis is percentage of urban population to the total population. You can see that it has gone from 10.84 to 27.78. Is 18% more population to the urban areas. This is straight away increasing stress in the region. Deforestation is the next major issue. Trees are very important regulators. They control a lot of things in the environment. They are living place of lot of biodiversity around us. They give a lot of natural resources to us. So if they are reducing, that could have and that would have an adverse effect on us. So one needs to uh, take care of it. The data in here shows deforestation and the population growth. Now you can see it's almost one to one. More the population, more the deforestation. So that has to be taken care. If the population is growing, our energy demands are going to increase. And as we are still largely dependent on non-renewable sources of energy, this demand, if we need to fill in, would be largely contributing to greenhouse gases, which is again going to affect the climate and the air quality. So we need to increase our non-renewable sources of energy. In recent days, government is putting a lot of stress on it, and non-renewable energy generation is increasing. So today we have seen some of the major global issues, some of the issues linked to regional issues as well. Hope it will give us a platform to think that how we can contribute to it and how we can make our world better. Thank you very much.